Welcome, Junior Takis, to question 2 of the exam questions for human evolution. I hope you watched all my other videos as well as my theory video. Please do the practice question and make sure that you have your worksheet and your memo printed or in front of you. Right, let's get down to question 2 of the exam question. This is a different type of a phylogenetic tree. There are many different forms of phylogenetic trees that you will get in your exam, and this is one of the phylogenetic trees that are commonly tested. So, the diagram below represents the possible evolution of humans as well as the time period for the development of bipedalism, the use of fire, and the use of tools. 2.1. Use the diagram above and identify 2 bipedal organisms that did not use stone tools and did not use fire. So, obviously, it cannot be these ones. So, the ones that did not use stone tools and fire, you can see the only ones that are available is Anamensis and Afarensis. Then, how long after developing the ability to walk on 2 feet did pre-humans develop the ability to use stone tools? Show all your calculations. And so this is when they became bipedal. This is when they used stone tools. So you're working out, it just should be 4.5 million years minus 3 million years, and your answer is 1.5 million years ago. Show all calculation, and that is important. Right, question 2.3. Explain the significance of the characteristic of the skull which allowed for the development of the ability to use tools in the Homo species. Now, if the skull size increased, this obviously meant that there was going to be a larger cranium. And if there was a larger cranium, this cranium could hold a larger brain. So that is the characteristic of the skull that allowed for the brain to become larger, and obviously the tools became more sophisticated. Right, question 2.4. Explain the relationship between the use of fire and the changes in dentition. This is a very famous question. If you've watched all my other videos, you will see we have come across this question many a time. So, fire actually led to the diet changing. And fire allowed for the food to be cooked, to become soft and cooked. And as a result, the teeth changed to smaller canines. So, before, the canines were much larger. And that was the reason for this, was to allow for the sapien species or the Homo species to actually eat tough fibrous roots and hard seeds. So the large canines were used to bite that hard seeds and tough fibrous roots. When the fire developed, then obviously the food became soft and cooked, and then the canines changed from large canines to small canines. I hope you enjoyed watching question 2, and I hope you learned a lot with question 2. Thank you for joining me.